I know nobody is watching yet, but I thought I would go live because I am now at, well, I'm over 100 subscribers. Finally. So I thought I would come on and share that news with everybody and just see if anybody wanted to pop on and chit chat and whatnot while I sit here and knit a little bit. Hopefully, I'll get a few people. I hope I come on at a decent time. If I have people watching, please say hello. Oh, hi, Emma. Thank you. Finally. Yes, I'm actually currently at 106 subscribers. And I love Chinese, by the way. I know I haven't been making videos. I've only been coming on and doing lives like every weekend or every other weekend. Um, but I like to sit and actually chit chat with you all, so that's kind of why I've been doing it. I do, but I started this new job, so I've been just kind of going through the motions of working and doing all that, and I don't have a lot of time in the evenings, so um, that's kind of what I've been doing. So I just come on when I can. I hope you all are doing well. Oh, it's great to see you too. Oh, Michelle. Oh, it's so lovely to see you. Oh, I'm glad you could make it on. Thank you. Yeah, I'm just sitting here knitting on a cardigan that I actually got my knitting mojo back, so I've been knitting. I haven't been crocheting. So I started this, I don't even know when, if I started it. Did I start it this past weekend? And then I've been working on it a little bit in the yes, the cardigan is for me. I've only been working on it a little bit in the evenings here and there because, like I said, I've been so busy learning my new job and everything. So, but yeah, is that the front? Yeah, that's the front. Yeah, as you can see, it's an open maul stitch, like Sheila does, and it is going to be a cardigan for me. I actually, I couldn't believe it, but so this wool. Let me see if I can grab a ball real quick. So this wool, I actually found this wool. Hi, Jan. Thank you. Yes, I'm glad you caught it live. That's awesome. Yeah, I just responded to your comment. um, so anyway, this wool, I went to a store. We have a craft store called Michael's here, and I went to the store, and I actually had a couple of balls of this already. Um, but I thought I was just going to do a kitty thing. But then when I went to Michael's, I saw that they were clearancing them all out. They were getting discontinuing it completely. And it is a baby yarn, so they say, but it is DK. It's called Snuggly Wuggly, is what it's called. The cool thing about this color is called Cobalt. But the cool thing is that it is 446 yards. So it's 408 meters on here. Hi, Christelle. Hi, how are you? Glad you said hello. Yeah, so it's 408 meters. Well, originally these are $5.99 a ball, but they had it on clearance for $3 a ball. So I already had two. So I did I have two? Yes. So I snatched up six more, which is more than enough with that kind of yardage to make me a cardigan. So I'm loving it. So that's that. I have them all here neatly in my basket, and then I have my knitting tote next to me. Yes, I love Michaels. I do. Yeah, okay, so fun fact: I usually shop at Joann or Michaels. I'll talk to y'all about Wool Warehouse here in a minute. I'm very upset, but I'll tell y'all about that here in a minute. But anyway, I normally shop at Joann or Michaels. Well, um, Joann here lately, they have great sales. They have great coupons and things like that. Unfortunately, um, they never have enough people checking people. I mean, cashiers to check. Sorry, I had a notification. Let me get that out of the way. Enough cashiers, so you have to wait in this enormous line to check out. Last time I went, was it last week? Week before last, I went and I had picked out some colors, some beautiful colors. I wanted to make a beautiful bright color blanket anyway. We went up to go check out, and this line was so long. I was like, I told Brenda, I said, I'm not standing here in this line. I said, I know it kind of just wasted time by me looking and picking this out, but I'm not waiting in this line. So anyway, I said, I want to go to Michael's because I've been getting some $5 off coupons and 20% off your purchase and different things. So anyway, went to Michael's, yeah, and I found this. So no, they do not at Joann's or Michael's. They do not have self-serve, self checks, checkouts. No, unfortunately, not. A lot of most grocery stores now do here, but not those. No. Um, so then when I was the other day, I got an email from another place here in the U.S. called Hirschner's that sells uh, yarn, of course, wool and things, and they actually had a beautiful DK on for $1 a skein. Well, it's in a skein. It's not really a ball. It's in a skein for 301 yards for $1. So I bought four different colors and eight balls of each, and that's being delivered today. So that's 32. Y'all saw my video with all of my yarn. Y'all didn't even see all of it. Y'all saw the garage. You didn't see the spare bedroom upstairs full. I mean, the bed is full, around the bed is full of complete yarn, and my closet. So y'all don't even see that. So yeah, I bought more like I need a hole in the head. But so I have 32 more balls coming today, but I couldn't pass up $1 a skein. I couldn't pass that up. I just couldn't pass it up. And it's a beautiful peach, a mint green, a blue, and I don't even remember what the other color was. Well, I'll have to see when I get it. I don't even remember now what the other color was. I know I have those three colors. Oh, a yellow. It's a yellow. Sorry, I had to take a drink. Yeah, so that's coming today. So let me tell you all my little rant about Wool Warehouse. Y'all know I love Wool Warehouse. I buy from them all the time. Well, unfortunately, and it's not their fault. So I'm not nothing against them at all. It's not their fault. But being the price increase on everything, they have now raised their shipping to the US and everywhere else. So what used to cost me for 3 to 5 day shipping, if I would buy 1 to 2 sweater quantities worth, used to cost me about, in our money, it used to cost me $8 and something and 32 cents or something like that for 3 to 5 day shipping. So it was way cheaper for me to buy from the UK from a warehouse than to even buy stuff from here. Well, They have now upped that to £14 99 pence. So now that comes out to $20 shipping for me. Now I can do regular shipping and it's a lot cheaper, but that's 7 to 10 days and it's not tracked. So if it gets lost, I'm up the creek without a paddle. So yeah. So I'm really bummed about that because that's where I bought most of my wool. So I I don't know what I'm going to do about that. I've been researching different places and different things. I mean, granted, I don't need any more wool. I've got tons and tons and tons. I've got enough probably I did knit up for the rest of my life. But, if somebody asked me for something, which they usually don't, but if they would, for something special, and then so now I have to figure out how to get it somewhere else. But anyway, that's just my little rant about that. The inflation has just affected us all, and it is insane. So, yep, it hit Wool Warehouse, and I'm upset, but that's okay. I mean, it is what it is. It's not much I can do about it. So told Brent, I said, well, this will put me on a yarn ban. I guess I'll just, after this little bit I ordered, I will now have to just knit up everything I've got. And that'll take me years upon years to do. So, yeah, it is a shame because Michelle, I love, I love them. That's where I bought a lot of my wool. And, well, now I will tell you that Lovecrafts is still not that expensive because we do have a US version of Lovecrafts and I can get a lot of the same yarn. Or I could switch it over to the UK and order it from the UK. Um, but their prices are a little higher than Wool Warehouse. So, yeah. So that's the thing about that. Yeah, Emma, he doesn't knit. He doesn't knit or crochet. He doesn't do any of that. I wish he did. We could you make up this yarn a lot faster. Um, but um, but no, he doesn't. It's strictly my hobby, and he doesn't care. I mean, he doesn't care how much wool I have. But I still stand by what I said. I will be getting rid of a lot of what we call here worsted. I have a lot of worsted, and I'm going to get rid of a lot. I do have some Aran that I will be keeping, um, but as far as the worsted goes, most of that will be getting gotten rid of because I have enough DK and a few Aran to last me many many years. So um, yeah, I'm going to be getting rid of that. Independent shops, it should say. What do you mean, Michelle? About independent shops? You dropped the phone. Oh, and also, um, I know y'all see I'm back on. Oh. So here's the thing about our wool shops versus the UK's wool shops. Our wool shops here mainly want to go in. Um, they, unfortunately, here, unless it's a big box store, all the little independent shops want to carry real fancy yarns, really expensive wools. I mean, like real wools, no acrylic or anything like that. It's all pure wools and cottons. You might have an acrylic wool blend, but it's still high dollar and high price. Hi, Carol. Nice to see you. Um, yeah, just high priced, indie dyer type of stuff. Unlike y'all's wool shops, where y'all have y'all's big box yarn companies that sell inside y'all's wool shops, which is fabulous. I wish they would do that here. And in the UK, you have a lot of other stores you could go to that might be regular everyday shops that also carry wool. Not here. You have your. There are a few others in different states, but as far as me here, you have Hobby Lobby, Michaels, Joann's, um, and Walmart carries a little bit, and that's it. I have one specialty wool shop here now, and all she carries is really fine quality yarns. And I don't knit with really fine quality yarns. I knit with acrylic because that's what I prefer and that's what I can afford. Um, so it really is a shame. And yes, Emma, I'm probably going to donate, if not try to sell some. Actually, I will probably try to do a garage sale and sell quite a bit of it. Hi, Rhiannon. Oh, yes. Oh, thank you so much. Yes, Rhiannon, didn't she just knit you some things and send to you, I believe? Sheila? I know the name. I've heard the name. Well, naturally, we've all heard the name. If anybody knows of Fleetwood Mac of Stevie Nicks, we know the name Rhiannon. Oh, that's what I was going to say. I know y'all are noticing I'm back on my circs and circulars, and yes, I am knitting Continental. Yes, I saw. They are beautiful, Rhiannon. That's awesome. Um, yeah, I'm back knitting Continental. Um, that's the way I originally learned to knit. There's a few reasons why. It doesn't really matter why I'm doing it, really, because I mean, everybody can knit how they want to. But with this, it is open moss, and normally I'm like Sheila. I get when I knit the English way, the right-handed way, I get 5 stitches to the inch. With this open moss stitch, I wanted 5.5, and I knew that knitting Continental, I would get 5.5 stitches to the inch. Um, and so that's really why I'm doing it. And plus, I wanted something to do different. I wanted to do different, and I am a lot. I am really quick knitting Continentals, so um, I do both. Y'all know that I go back and forth. Oh, I'm so happy so many people got on today. That's fabulous. Yes, you are right, Jan. You are absolutely right. Um, it is inflation is everywhere, and it is rough. It is really rough for all of us. Um, oh, on a side note, so the needles that I am using, believe it or not, at Michaels, the circular needles that they now carry has their brand's loops and threads on it, but they are made, if you can see the glide on join there, they are made by Pony, which is fabulous because I've been wanting Pony colors. They don't have the straight needles, but they have the circulars. I've been wanting the Pony colored needles forever, and everywhere that I could find in the UK that I could purchase them from, the shipping was outrageous. So I didn't purchase them. But Michaels has the circs. They may not have the straights, but they do have the circulars. So now I haven't got the 4.5 millimeter, but this is the 4 millimeter. I have the 5 millimeter, the 5.5 millimeter, the 6 millimeter, and the 6.5 millimeter. But they don't go lower than they jump from a 4 millimeter down to what our size 1 is. All the sizes in between I can't get, they don't have. So I use some of my other ones for the ribbing, but that's okay. But I love these. Yes, I haven't watched your video yet, Michelle. I was gonna look and see how you were getting on with those really thick zings. I have zing circulars and straights as well. I generally don't knit with that large of needles, but yeah, I was gonna see how you were getting on with that. Because it's like pokers, I know. Big needles. I know you're knitting your pumpkins and things and blankets and Carol, let me tell you, I have a few Hiya sharps. I like the regular Hiya stainless steel, the ones that are not so sharp. Believe it or not, those are sharp enough. The ones that are just the regular, my goodness, yeah, those those sharp ones. They're the most sharpest needles you can get. Oh, that's lovely, Emma. Yes, yes. I love to make hats. Oh, hats! I didn't even think about it till now. So y'all know I'll only knit and crochet with acrylic, or I can do up to 25% wool, um, and then 75% acrylic. Well, I did. I actually had some yarn, and I still have some more. Yeah, I like Knit Pro as well. Well, of course, for our brand in the U.S., it's not called Knit Pro; it's called Knitter's Pride. Why on earth they felt like they needed to differentiate the names is beyond me. But I feel the same way about sizes of needles. I just still don't understand why one place had to have its sizes this way and the other has to have sizes this way, and I don't know. But anyway, I had and I still have plenty left to do a kid's cardigan and whatever else. But the Welsh witch thing. Well, you still have to love Stevie Nicks. I know everybody has their own. Um, I can do them both ways, Emma. I have done both ways. But I generally, as of late, I prefer to knit them flat and sew them up. I just don't. I have some really long double pointed needles and things, but and 16-inch circulars, but they're so small. I just don't get on with little bitty short circulars very well. So if it's not long double points, I just knit them flat now. I do. But anyway, I crocheted this hat. It's my own little pattern, and it's very bright, and I love it. I absolutely love it. All it is just plain, well, our double crochet, your treble crochet. Yes, Rhiannon is a Welsh sun goddess. Yes, you are right, Rhiannon. Yes, she is. She is. Um, yes, she is. I know a lot about all that, but I don't talk about it much. Um, but yeah, it's lovely. I think I got it from Ice Yarns actually. It's absolutely beautiful, and like I said, it's y'all's treble crochet. Um, but then I did the front post, back post, one by one ribbing. Now I will tell y'all a little trick. What I do is I don't like how the edges is when you crochet down with that ribbing. I don't like the single crochet in the back loop. If any of you crochet, I know Emma does. I don't like that kind of ribbing. It doesn't have the right amount of stretch, and once it stretches out, it never goes back. I just don't like it. So anyway, I always do the front post, back post. But anyway, what I did on the very last row is all I did was do slip stitches all the way around the whole thing. And that makes that bottom edge so much neater than just having the top of the stitches there. I know, Michelle. I heard you. I know, I know, darling. You've had such a hard time with that. I know you have. And I will be honest, but yeah, that's my little hat. I just wanted to show y'all. But I will be honest with you. I used to teach knitting and crocheting at our library when I lived in Texas, and I taught it when I worked at Walmart. I've taught knitting and crochet quite a bit. And I will be honest with y'all that crochet is so hard to teach people. It is very, very hard. Knitting, two stitches, people can get it. And you wouldn't think so because it's two needles. But with crochet, they can never figure out how to go in the very last stitch. They can't figure out where it is. It takes a long time to process that and to understand it. So yeah, I totally get it, Michelle. It is. If I wouldn't have learned crochet first, it probably would have been more difficult for me as well. But you know, my grandma taught me to crochet when I was 8 years old, and when I was 10, I got a book and taught myself to knit. And then I proceeded to learn how to do tatting and embroidery, cross stitch, quilting, the whole 9 yards. I used to have knitting machines and all of that kind of stuff as well. Um, but uh, but yeah, I totally get it. Crochet can be a little cumbersome for people to learn. It really can. So I totally understand. I told my partner today, you know, I'm very big. I'm not a little person. I say very big. I'm not as big as some, but I'm big. But anyway, I told him, I said I feel like when I knit a cardigan or a sweater for myself, oh, I feel like I'm knitting a damn tent. I said I need to lose weight. I said it's the back is so big. I mean, look, y'all, this is ridiculous. I mean, I have to have it that big. Otherwise, it's too small. It's like a damn tent. I know I'm hard on myself, but you know what? I laugh about it because it is, you know, it is what it is, you know. As we get older, we put on more weight. It's okay. Some people are blessed and can stay skinny. Others of us just aren't that lucky. You're not too old, Michelle. You're not too old at all. You know, it's just one of those things. You know, sometimes it takes a while for a light bulb to go off, you know, in your head for it to just click. And it's true, it does. That's all of us, you know. You know, and thank you, Michelle. I know. You know, I don't mind sewing up. I'm a weird one. I that's why I stopped. I only knitted at the very beginning. I knitted a few things in the round as far as cardigans go, but then everything else has always been flat. Um, I love sewing up. I'm weird. I like the sewing part of it because that's to me that's the treat. To just you know that I get once I've done all the pieces. Oh my goodness, that's just the one of the most final things other than putting like a bands on a cardigan. You know, I enjoy it because that's a completion thing for me. I don't know. I'm weird. I know most people hate sewing. I don't. And no, thank you, Michelle. I know, I feel huge though sometimes, but you know, we in the U.S. most of us are obese, so it is what it is. We all love food too damn much. Sheila must have been busy tonight or something I haven't seen her pop on or anything. Oh, I was gonna tell y'all I am doing better now. My little boy, after my little boy passed away. Yeah, and you know what, Michelle? Sometimes there are some that's they do one thing and that's it. They just you know they knit and don't crochet. Yeah, she might be there, or who knows, Jan. Yeah, who knows, but yeah, I mean, that's right. I mean, if you enjoy the knitting, you go for it. That's right. And I will be honest with y'all, and I've told y'all this before, I prefer knitting over crochet. Oh no. Oh no. Emma, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Jan, actually, I say my little boy. It was my little dog Scooby. He was my baby. Um, it is what it was. Um, oh, and I'll share something with y'all because I know y'all heard me talk about it and different things. So I'll share a few things with y'all. So I actually did get back. I have his little collar here that says Scooby, and a thing, and I got his paw print after he passed. They did his paw print for me and everything. Um, yes, animals are part of the family, Jan. That was my baby. He was Daddy's shadow. I have two other babies, but he was Daddy's shadow. And I will show y'all this. Actually, the animal hospital that we took him to, I don't know how in the world they managed to draw him exactly like he was. I don't know how they did it, but they sent me a card thanking me. I mean, not thanking me, but telling me they're so sorry for the my loss, and they all wrote in here and everything. But they drew a picture of exactly how he looked. I cannot believe, up to the collar and his little tag and everything. I don't know how in the world they did such a perfect job, but they did. Um, just beautiful. And then the weekend after he passed, we got something in the mail, and Brent surprised me. I didn't know he was doing this. Um, he actually got me this so I can kind of, as a remembrance thing, and just, if I ever need to pet it or hold it. And I know that sounds weird, but he actually got me a little Chihuahua that looks just like Scooby. So I have him here with me always. So it's so cute, and I love that. Um, so I keep it all right here next to me all the time. Yeah. So he was my little love, but I have other little loves. I have Bella over there, and I have Higgins over there. So I got to look out for them babies now too. So, but I am doing better. I'm doing much better now with all of that. Oh, thank you all. Yeah, it's he was so sweet to get me that. Yeah. So everybody's been so great about it all, and including you all, and I thank you so much. I really do. From the bottom of my heart, I thank you all for that. But yeah, so I've just been getting on with my new job and trying to learn all that, and um, been going really well. I'm enjoying what I'm doing. It's a lot of work, but I am enjoying what I do. I'm out actually in accounts receivable is what I'm in. Um, so basically, collections, trying to get people to pay their bills. you know, um, for the company that I work with. Um, but yeah, it's been great. It's been great. So how have you all been doing? Please, I don't want to be this. I know I'm on live, but I don't need to be the center of attention. How is everybody doing? Are you all doing well? Oh, yeah, same thing, Jan. Yep, exactly. I hate to see the size of this box that comes today with all that wool in it that I ordered. Well, it's all pastel shades. Oh, you're still addicted to your sock knitting, Carol? That's all right. You know, I've knitted a few socks as well in my past. Oh, I know, Jan, it is. It is very hot. Yes, Emma. I know you've been watching out for them. Yeah, it's very hot and well, the odd thing is it's been humid here as well, and that is not something that you usually get here in the desert. So it's yeah, not been expecting that. It's been unusually humid and muggy, and that's just not normally how it is. Now they're saying that I don't know about us specifically here in Las Vegas, in Nevada, but they are saying that everybody is to expect a really cold winter. So I don't know. It would not surprise me. Oh, it's warm in Lincolnshire too. Yep. Hmm. Yeah, it would not surprise me if we get a very cold winter just because of the way everything's been kind of going. Um, you know, weather it's insane. It's been very crazy. You know, and as I always say, oh, you know, there's no such thing as climate change. Yeah, no, absolutely not. Of course not. You know, okay. I'm sorry. Y'all know I always rant about that. I mean, people just always say, there's no such thing as climate change. Well, clearly there is. I mean, you know, we're seeing it. I mean, it's nuts how much things have changed. Nothing ever stays the same. Well, exactly. You know, I used to love the cold, Emma. I used to love it. And then something has happened to me as I have grown a little bit. I'm not old, but as I've grown a little older, um, it's changed for me. No, Dan, you're very sweet. Um, you're very sweet. Yes, I used to love the cold, and now I don't do as well with it. Um, but I don't care for extreme heat either. So you know, um, you know, I guess we're damned if you do and damned if you don't. You know, kind of thing. I don't know. Um, because, like I told y'all, the air here is so different. It's so different than when I lived in Texas. Uh, you know, if it gets to um, 60 degrees here, Fahrenheit, is cold to me here. And in Texas, it would be if it was raining, but not as bad. But here, the air's just so different. It's just very different. I mean, I am in mountains here. You know, I'm surrounded by mountains. I'm down in a valley, so it is different. Yes. Yes. Yes, Michelle. I know. I know. And then, that used to be my favorite, but I'm going to be honest with y'all. When we had, right before we left Texas, we'll see, we left Texas last year. And last year in January, no, February, one of the two, I can't remember, we had in Texas what we called a snowmageddon. I have never seen that much snow in Texas in all my life. Yeah, I agree with you, Carol. My joints do too. I have never seen that much snow. I mean, they had to shut down everything, and then they had power outages and everything else. It was terrible. And after that, going through that, I was like, nah, I'm good. I don't want to fool with that. No, no more. Um, so I'm happy living out here in the desert. Now, I would say, I wouldn't mind living in Colorado, but it does get very cold and snowy there too. So. Oh yes, me as well, Emma. I do not like it at all. No, not driving in it. Uh-uh. I won't. It is very scary. Especially, where I've lived, people weren't used to that. They don't know how to drive in the snow. So they. Oh, take care, Carol. Love you too. Take care, honey. Well, let's see. What time is it? So I guess I can't even think. Oh, is it? It's 7:35 there in the evening. Yeah, 7:35 in the UK. Yeah, cause here it's only 11:35 in the morning. Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah. Well, I hope I let all of you get your tea before you come on and talk to me. You know what? Get off my channel. I don't know who you are. Hi, Carol. How are you doing, love? It is a troll. Hold on just a second, y'all. All right, I got rid of him. Oh, some people, that's the first time I I have never had a troll. That is the first time I've ever gotten one. Oh yeah, I know. Yeah. Yeah, that snow is something else. I'm sorry about that, all of you. That's ridiculous. I don't understand people getting on doing that. It ain't got nothing to do with them. They need to go on and get out of here. And actually, believe me, because I have all you ladies on here, I was actually very nice. Because normally I am not nice to people like that. I normally would cuss them out and whatever else, but in this situation, it's best just to delete them and go on. I didn't wanted you all you ladies to hear all that foul mouth talk from me. Another one? Well, looks like we have another one. Um, so I think what I'm going to end up having to do, there, I got rid of that one too. Wow, that's something. Mm. Um, oh, people just are ridiculous. Um, I don't even remember what I was going to say now. I'm sorry. Did y'all see his name? Doo doo water? I mean, what the hell is. Let me hush. Anyway, I forgot who came on and told me hello a while ago. I'm so sorry. I started to tell you hello, and then that person popped on and started being ugly. Was it the other Carol? Who was it? Ugh. All right, you guys. So here's what we're gonna do. I hate to cut this short, but I'm gonna have to because of all this mess. Um, and actually, what I think I'm gonna do, it is. You're right, Jan. It's the same one. So I think what I'm gonna do. Yeah, I am gay. You let me shut up. Anyway, uh, I think I'm gonna get off of here, and I think what I'm gonna start doing is I'm gonna try. I may talk to one of you or something, and see if I can. Or I'm gonna try to start setting up a moderator for this whenever I start doing this. Um, so anyway, I'm gonna get off of here, you guys. I love all of my subscribers and all of you, and thank you so much, Jan. I really appreciate it. It's okay, Dragon Cat. The only reason I'm cutting it short is because we've gotten all these trolls on here now that are being asses. So, um, y'all all take care, and I love you all. And like I said, in the future, I'm going to get a moderator. I'll talk to you all very soon. I love you all. Take care. Bye for now.